Why, hello there, YouTube. This is Spartan here. I am decided to cast a little video of a game, the first game that I did today. I'm very new to StarCraft 2, just to say that. But you know, it's an interesting video. I'm in Bronze League. I've been watching a lot of YouTube casts, of games recently. HD StarCraft, HD Husky Husky. Love you guys. Shout out to you dudes. Big inspiration. Anyway, this is going to be a 1v1 on. I cannot for the life of me remember the name of the map right now. But it is a TvZ. I'm spawning in the top right position, and xNorgak is how I decided to pronounce his name. Spawning as the blue Zerg. It was an interesting game. I sort of turtled quite a bit. You can see a fairly standard opening from both of us. You can see he is slightly ahead in harvesters. I did go for that slightly early supply depot. Yeah, laying down my racks. I decided not to wall off in this game just because it's such a... Sorry about that. Whoops. Got a windowed mode. So my spaces is kicking in. Decided not to wall off this ramp right here, seeing as it's so wide. And anyway, the rush distance on this map is fairly large, so I figured I'd be able to have a couple Marines out before I would get any Zergling cheese from Zerg. Anyway, he's going a fairly standard build, still one harvester above me, but going down for his spawning pool at 13, which is, well, yeah, 13, 14 pool. I guess that works out. This is actually the first time I'm watching this replay, guys, so just to say that. Anyway, decided to get a couple Marines out just to be able to hold back some early lings if he did decide to try and push out and wreak some havoc. And then also get my gas up and get that fully saturated with actually only 2 SCVs right now. Anyway, getting my tech lab up, I was thinking of, my main idea here was to do a Destiny Cloud Fist build. Of course, you did see another barracks coming down there. Got to do with my lack of gas, probably because I only had 2 SCVs on here. And then, of course, upgrading to my orbital command center so that I can scan and put down mules. Actually, I use the scan a lot. Okay, you can see the Zerg here going for a fairly standard opening in an early hatchery, which I was expecting, and I wasn't too bothered about it. I don't know. I mean, as you can see, I completely waited for this orbital command to go down before doing any kind of scouting, so I've got no idea what this guy is up to or what kind of level of play I can be expecting. I mean, I am playing on bronze. I'm not a very high level bronze at all, so by no means a pro gamer. Interesting spine crawler. Roach Warren, fairly early, which is interesting. He does not really have any lings out. Let's check. Oh, he's got 4 lings. They're sort of spread around here. Yeah, down by the Zelnaga watchtower. So if I wanted to push, if I'd gotten an early stim pack here earlier than I did have, might actually have been able to do some damage, but I didn't. And here, my factory coming up very late. I'm not sure why. As you can see, I mean, I'm banking quite a lot of minerals here, so sort of kicking myself because of that. And see, yeah, I have laid down my first thing, so I did see the Roach Warren going down and the 2 spine crawlers. So I was expecting a fair amount of Roach action. Started pumping out some Marauders in response to that. And then double engineering base just to get some quick upgrades for the units, because I was sort of expecting a push at this point. As you can see, factory goes down. Not doing much with it right now. My macro is not good. There we go, down with the reactor. Figured get the reactor, and then I'm gonna swap the starport with the factory. A little trick that I learned from HD. I was about to say my friend, but no such luck. And then, of course, getting concussive shells and shields for my marines. This game I had a fairly good macro going. I still, doing all right in the bank department. But I did hotkey my barracks for 9 and my command center for 0. Something that I like doing. And here you see the swap going on. So let's have a look at what the Zerg was doing at this point. He's sort of chilling around with his 4 lings there. He's got another couple lings and starting to pump out his roaches. At this point, I believe... No, I haven't checked out. I did see that expansion fairly soon, about the time when I was thinking of getting my own expansion. My plan here was to move this up, which I do later in the game, just to be able to have somewhere which would force him into mutas if he was to attack them. Of course, I didn't think of the Nidus Worm, but I didn't have any problem. From there, got some roaches moving out. And of course places overlords over these rocks to make sure that I'm not breaking in and using the shortcut, which is alright, and controlling the Xelnaga watchtower down at the bottom. Also got some links here trying to stop my expansion from going up, which of course is not going to be a problem for me, seeing as I actually have no plan of moving more than once past this ramp. That's at least my idea at the time. Again, banking up some units, getting out the medevacs. I absolutely love the medevacs. They are god. And here, some roaches coming out. And I've got a considerable force at this point, and I am starting to get upgrades. Right now they're all 0-0, but constantly pumping out. I've got Tech Lab on here. I'm just waiting for Siege Tech. I'm not sure. Alright, I got distracted by this whole shebang up here, trying to get my expansion down. And, just doing some basic scouting around his base. He'd moved the majority of his forces out, as you can see, which I guess was, it was okay. Had him down by the watchtower. I mean, thinking back, I probably should have sent at least an SCV or something out just to try and probe his strength, but no. I'm still trying to get to grips with the whole macro/micro and keeping, your eye on the whole map. Spartan is my name from the Steam circuit, where I play quite a bit of Supreme Commander 2. Actually haven't played that much recently, but I'm decent at Supreme Commander 2. I've done a couple ladder games, so the ladder scene there isn't very cool. So yeah, you can see just getting down some supply depots there. I like, for some reason, putting them behind my mineral line. I think it's just because that's where my SCVs are, and I can just build them and then shift-click them back, straight back to work. And also, this is the first game I've ever used mules, which I find kind of hard to believe. Anyway, I got my 2 siege tanks out. I've got Siege Tech, as you can see, researched, and just putting out my siege tanks in time. Actually, that was very, very close. And of course, he's pushing his roaches. And what I really don't understand, what he does here is he just... I mean, look, he sacrifices all those banelings and he gets nothing for it. He takes out maybe a couple of my marines, and right now I realized, okay, that was a big push. He had quite a formidable force there, and I just killed it. So I figured it's now or never. I got to push out. I sort of snapped. As you can see, there's a little acknowledgement of the ownage. I actually do not remember seeing that when I played this game. So he was an okay dude, you know, very sort of jovial. He wasn't any like, oh my god, oh you're so imba, oh it's overpowered, Terrans, oh. I hear a lot of people complain about Terrans. I mean, I'm a noob. Terran, easy to use. I sort of like their unit composition. I can work with them. Anyway, I figured I'd drop the expansion here. I don't want to give him time to build up anything formidable. And of course, he's seen me coming when I took out that overlord, so he's got just lings lined up for some reason. And I just siege up and start shelling away. Yeah, basically just clean him out. And the reason I wanted to put up this match, I mean, by no way is this a pro level game at all, but it's something that I've had a lot of trouble with as, you know, a beginning player, and I figured I'd put out this game for, you know, other people in Bronze League like me that are interested in getting up the game, and I find it interesting that there's this trend towards just sitting in your base. You've got a huge army, and you're just sitting in your base, just waiting for something to happen. I don't know. I mean, I know that I often feel unsure. I feel like if I move out, then by some divine grace, my opponent is going to know this and then ninja my ass by sort of moving in 10 bazillion units and then, you know, into my main base, and then I lose. But I just realized here, you know, when he moved out that force, that he wasn't going to have anything nearly strong enough to counter my force at this point, because of the fact that he'd thrown away all those units. So I figured I'd just move in, and that won me the game. So you know, it was a fun game. Yeah, so this is Spartan signing out. I hope you enjoyed. I guess you don't say rate anymore. Thumbs up. And hey, if you want me to upload more videos, subscribe and post a comment down below. See you guys.